gentlemen, here we come back again in the Majlis, and of course the Majlis, it's an English word, sorry, it's an Arabic word, and which means it's where the guys gather in the Middle Eastern community. For all the viewers that we have here from all over the world, I would like to welcome with me Victor from Drift Brothers. They flew all the way from Sweden to take up a challenge in the main stage in Wathba Custom Show, and also from Sweden, who lives in the UAE for quite a few years now. We'll ask him for how long. Kami, he's one of the most famous tuners, may could be one of the best, and he's doing very well with the nitro tuning in our Wathba Custom Show. He works for Subzero, and that's only the beginning. Let's see where he came from and how did he come into all that. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, gentlemen. We don't have ladies here, but so welcome, gentlemen, to our Majlis. Victor, tell us about yourself.
I am from Sweden, as everybody knows. 22 years old. I come from motocross background, actually, from the start.
A lot of injuries we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of injuries. That's why we're over the cars now. So we're drifting for now. We have a team of around 10 people that's actively working, and yeah, it's going pretty well. We are upcoming.
So how many, besides, actually including the motocross, how many events or how many builds have you gone through?
Builds?
Maybe not you, maybe the team. The whole Drift Brothers team, from your father to Frederick to Christian to the whole team that's on stage.
Yeah, the amount of two-wheeled motors and bikes and builds there is probably not able to count right now. But as we go into cars, we have around 6 or 7 full builds.
6 or 7, that's quite a lot. Let's see, Kami, tell us about yourself.
My name is Kami. I'm 34 years old. I've been living here in the UAE for...
1983 or 84?
I'm 83.
83?
83.
Which month?
January 9.
Ah, you're just 1 year older than I am.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's my birthday after tomorrow, but...
My birthday is after a couple of weeks.
Exactly. So I've been living here in the UAE for 7-8 years now, and been involved with a lot of racing, basically.
Tell us more about your background. How did you get yourself into the tuning scene or the drag racing?
Like everyone else, I had a 1993 Mitsubishi Evo 2 back home in Sweden. It was actually the first old Evo ever imported to Sweden. This was back in 2002, 2001. I bought that car. Me and a couple of my friends put it together. First time out on the drag strip, it ran a 1052, which was the European record for 3-4 days before RC developments in the UK beat our record. But you know, that's got me into the car scene and got me more, more interested, and just took off from there.
So back to you, Victor. What is your biggest achievement in? Well, you're still 22 years old. You said, yeah. I mean, you still have a lot of achievements to deliver, but in such a short, maybe compared to many in the motorsport field, you're still young. So what is the biggest achievements for you so far?
For me personally, I think it's the Gymkhana Drift event that we won. It's top 20 in Scandinavia. It's a really hyped event, and we had a lot of struggle before that event. So coming there, winning it, it was a huge success for me.
Gymkhana Grid is an event that I watch live every year on Facebook, and it's one of the most amazing events that you can watch. I wish I can be there the past year, but I wasn't. I was there a week before in Balukura Gymkhana, where I think Linus, your brother, was there. Yeah, he was also there. We were competing, and I won him because his car broke. What about you, Kami? What's your biggest achievement?
We've been doing a lot the last 8 years. I don't want to pinpoint anything, but biggest achievements, obviously the GTRs. We're running pretty good with them.
I think I can pick one for you.
Which one?
The quarter mile one.
The which one?
The quarter mile car.
Yeah, the quarter mile. I mean, that's my passion. Drag racing is my passion. Hopefully, in the near future, if we do well with the GTR, I want to get into the pro mod scene and hopefully drive an NHRA pro mod car. sometime. So that's my goal.
What was your fastest quarter mile?
We've been, the fastest one is 7:48 with the GTR now, but we definitely hope to go much, much quicker and faster this season.
Can you bring it up to the sixes?
Yeah, that's the goal, otherwise we wouldn't be doing it.
So a GTR in the sixes, is that going to be the first
No,
time ever?
we have two cars already, the ETS car and the AMS car in the US. Both of them have been running sixes. But obviously the goal is always a top spot, so we're trying to run quicker and faster than that.
A question to you as a drag race expert, or something that you do as a profession. Drag racing, do you need to be consistent with the number, or you just need to record it once and then it's yours?
Well, that's the main thing. I mean, a lot of guys in the US have been complaining about our car, that the car is not running a GTR gearbox or whatever. But the thing is, we can't, here in the region, we're competing in actual events. So when I go out to an event, whether it's in Bahrain or in the UAE, we need to compete, we need to go rounds. So we cannot go and do a 1/680 pass and then break the gearbox and just sideline the car, put it on the trailer. We need to go there and make 7 or 8 passes to hopefully go all the way to the final. So obviously consistency is very important.
So the reason why the people in the US complain about, but you're not using a GTR gearbox, but you actually have swapped the gearbox just to assure that you can be consistent with your times. And okay, let me put it this way: in a night, in a drag night, when you're there, what is the time difference between your first run to the last run once you got the setup right?
You mean like?
Is it a 0.2 of a second, or is it the second difference? Is it the 0.5 second difference?
The best scenario is going a little bit quicker each time, but usually if the car is well set up, you want to run within the 10th. I mean,
It's within the 10th. That's the acceptable margin of.
for me, yeah.
Okay. So Victor, tell us about the team that you came with into the UAE or to Abu Dhabi, to our beautiful Wathba Custom Show, and building that very beautiful C10 on the main stage. Can you tell us about the team that you come with?
The team that I come with, we are 6 people in total. 5 people are Drift brothers, and the last one is another drifter from Sweden. It's Erlandsson, Christian Erlandsson from Sweden. He runs a Subzero, how do I pronounce it?
GT86 with
Yeah, but the Subzero version. Subaru
Subaru,
version.
Toyota GT86 or Subaru BRZ.
Yeah. And,
With the 2JZ engine.
Yeah, 2JZ.
Shall I continue?
Huh?
Shall I continue about the rest of the setup? It's okay, go on.
Yeah, well, that's us pretty much. It's Björn, it's my brother, it's me, and we have Fredrik Lindberg, who used to drift but is now a spotter for us during the competition.
He's a Flintstone.
Yeah, the Flinta.
Flinta.
Yeah.
He's a Flinta. So yeah, that's cool. A very nice team you guys have there together, and you're doing a wonderful job. You guys watch them on the live stream on daily basis. They're always there. We always interview them on daily basis, and we look at their updates, so you can catch up more about that project there. Tell us about your experience in the UAE, Victor, and about your team as well. And also, how did you like Abu Dhabi? And is it the first time here?
It's the first time here for most of us. I think only one of us have been here earlier. And yeah, I think it's a great time here. We are meeting a lot of people, making a lot of new contacts, and having a fun time.
That's good. What about you, Kami? You've been here for 7 years now. You're almost residents. Oh, you're almost local.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Speak local, kind of.
Yeah, I understand. I can understand Arabic.
And you speak Urdu. That's more local than
Yeah, you have to learn, with the guys you work with. So you have to try to learn all the different languages to get by.
Tell us how has it been for you? Forget the tuning, forget the cars. Tell us about the Kami, how he likes it.
I love UAE. I love Dubai. I live in Dubai. We come from Sweden. It's very cold usually, 6 months of snow. So for me coming from that environment, the major issue I had back home in Sweden was for 6 months we couldn't do any racing. We just had to be in the shop and just build the cars. But here we can basically race 24/7 year around. Yeah, it gets hot in the summers, but we can still race. We can still work and develop new stuff.
It is possible to race when it's 40 degrees in the evening. Yes, that is true. but you'll sweat.
I rather sweat than freeze.
You'd rather sweat than freeze?
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
what do you think about that statement, Victor? He also comes from Sweden.
I'm so used to freezing, so I don't know about that.
You need to try the UAE summer. It's very different. You'll enjoy the beaches. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
No more racing in summer, Kami. It's just too hot, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about the hospitality. How's the hotel? Tell us about how's the airport when you first landed. How did you like it?
Everything went pretty much smooth. It was no troubles at all. Pretty much a little bit delayed flight because of a lot of fog, but otherwise we got picked up by another Swedish drifter, Rasmus Muller, and then
Greetings to Rasmus Muller and Pony Drift Racing Gear as well.
yeah, and then we got driven to the hotel in Abu Dhabi. Very nice hotel, absolutely.
That was cool. That was cool. Tell me, how did you like the food? Is it different?
It's a bit different, absolutely, but we can find some similarities to the Swedish food, especially the barbecue. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Kami, how are you adapting to the food? I know when you go to Subzero, have you tried keema and paratha?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, tell us about that experience.
It's great, man. It's really good.
I think everybody in the world should try to have keema and paratha. I think it's like the most important meal ever.
It's simple, it's nice. I like the one they put the Oman chips in. What's it called?
Cheese and Oman
Exactly.
chips and paratha bread or
That's pretty
zamoon
nice.
bread. Yeah. I need to take the guys
You
to
need
try them. Yeah, it's just something you will never try it anywhere else in the world.
Exactly.
And you cannot find it in any fancy restaurant. It has to be in a very small cafeteria somewhere in around some corner, and you ask for it.
In the UAE.
And it's delicious. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Okay, let's move on to what are we doing in Wathba Custom Show. So, Kami, tell us what are you doing. I can tell everything, but I want you to tell us what are you doing and how are you seeing Wathba Custom Show for you?
Generally, it's a great event they have provided here in Al Wathba for us to come and show our skills. See, the good thing with the event is I told you last time in the interview that it's good because it's so many aspects of modifying a car. So we have to build the engines, put them on the dyno, paint the car, make the car look good, and hopefully get a good result with the judges.
Okay, and Victor, tell us what do you think of what you see? What about this event? You've been around Europe. You've been to, well, it's like a mini Gatebil or Gatebin, isn't it? But without the racing part, just the show part, just the pedal.
Yeah, it's a little bit like a Gatebil, absolutely. Not as much partying as we do in Sweden and Norway, but
actually have a lot of party happening outside those walls.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
Yeah, different kind of party.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think the event is great. I mean, there's a lot of things to look at, and it's fun to see. It's always fun to see another car culture when you come. Even Norway is different from Sweden. Denmark is different. I mean, Finland does it in other ways, and over here it's a lot of different. And it's a great experience for us, and I think it's really educational for everyone who watches the show.
How did you like the previous category with all the Nissan Petrols that have so many horsepower from a 6-cylinder in it? You have missed the turbocharged section of it.
Yeah, we are really sad that we missed the turbo section, but I got to say the Nissan Patrol engines were impressive.
There was a lot of impressive things that happened, that is true. Kami, tell us, what do you think of the facility from the equipment perspective? Is it equipped enough to what you need, or is it missing a lot of things?
No, I like the facility. It's good. It's more than enough, and obviously the custom show can't. I mean,
we want it bigger.
Yeah, but I mean they can't provide us with everything. So we have to also, as shops who come here, we have to help and try to help with the show also, because we are a participant, but in the same time we have to support everything, and if anything is missing and we have it, we can supply that. So if any other shop needs something, try to help each other.
Well, yeah, you guys have been here from day one
Yep.
in both sectors, in classic and also in the tuner section, which was really amazing. And thank you for being here all the time and giving all the support to even all the other participants. Moving on, did you see any of you? Have any of you seen any similar event anywhere in the world? In a similar idea, let's say. Size-wise, we're still small. It's our first year, but we're gonna grow. We know that.
Only thing I've seen that's like the main stage that we are doing now is pretty much Elmia. They did 2 renovations there, but not complete renovations, and they weren't done during that weekend. But still, there's one similarity, but otherwise.
Elmia is just a weekend. You're here.
Yeah.
We are here for 2 months, and you
Yeah.
come in for 15 days to do a full restoration for
Exactly.
a car. I think that's an achievement.
Yeah.
And people can watch it live on daily basis or can visit us on daily basis and see the improvements themselves. Other than that similarity that you've seen, have you seen a competition where you actually need to bring your car and build it in full in a place where you are actually in a stage in front of crowds and, well, compete in a dyno and win it?
No, not that I have seen. I've seen dyno competitions, but not nothing like this.
Famous.
No.
So
Yeah, no, nothing like this.
cool. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, would you like to say any few words to people who are watching us? Would you like to thank anybody? Would you like to say something to someone? Kami?
I mean, thanks for everyone tuning in and watching what we're doing here, and want to thank the organizers for providing a platform for us to show what we can do, and I hope we can get the custom show even better and bigger next year.
Well, yeah, you've been well. Thank you to do all what you do and for all the time that you spend here. Thank you, Victor. Would you like to say a few words, maybe to some of the business partners you have in Sweden?
Can I take it in Swedish? He covered pretty much.
You can, you can
Yeah, I
say
can do it.
everything in Swedish.
Great.
I won't understand it, but the Swedish crowd will.
Ja, det will. Hoppas ni följer oss där hemma. Det här är ett riktigt kul event. Vi kämpar på som fan här med de medel vi har. Vi hoppas på att se våran handover här om 3 dagar. Och det ska bli riktigt kul. Se till att kolla på det. Ha det bra där hemma.
Before I finish, would you come here again?
Absolutely.
Would you come here again?
Any day.
Any day, and that's what we'd like to hear. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our day today. This is the end of our coverage in the Wathba Custom Show live stream. Come, stay live with us in the grounds here to watch the dyno. There are more dyno runs happening tonight. Some cars are trying to start, some cars are misfiring here and there. Main stage is getting a lot of improvements, a lot of paint getting on the car. Parts are coming in day by day, night by night. Classics. A lot of updates there with Shema. So stay tuned with us tomorrow with the next live stream. And thank you very much for staying tuned with us. Good night.